Hello everybody and welcome to the On Wine Fair, the first Italian wines virtual exhibition. On Wine Fair is the international digital event where Italian winemakers share the unique features of their wines with importers, distributors and retailers in 122 countries in the world. The guest of today is Armando Castagnedi of Tenuta Sant'Antonio, located in Veneto, in the north of Italy. In the next 15 minutes, you will learn much about the winery and its incredible wines. During the webinar, you can write your questions in the live chat, and you can download some documents that Tenuta Sant'Antonio wanted to share with you. I remind you that if you'd like to know more about the winery proposal and talk directly to Armando, you can book the one-to-one video call just by using the link you find in webinar instruction and on the On Wine Fair official page. You can choose the date and the hour you prefer. Now it's time to start, so welcome Armando, and you can start your presentation, please.
Hi everybody, I'm Armando Castagnedi from Tenuta Sant'Antonio. I'm one of the brothers of this winery. One, because we are four brothers and we work together at this project since 1995. Our history, it was producing wine, grapes, sorry. And my father, he was the founder of the wine cooperative in our valley. We are in the Islasi Valley, in Valpolicella area, North Italy, Veneto region, Verona. Verona is an historic Roman city, and our vineyards are in the two historic area, like Valpolicella and Soave. Valpolicella red wine, Soave white wine. We produce then white wine IGT Veneto, Valpolicella, Amarone, and Ripasso. Tenuta Sant'Antonio, it is not so. Our history is not so long. Then we are a young producer because in the world of the wine, 25 years is not too long a period. This year we celebrate this first step. And today I have the pleasure to introduce our work and our philosophy. We are in a particular place, at the top of the hill, about 300 meters above sea level, where the soil it is really particularly limestone, poor, arid, and give the wine a particular aroma, a particular style. Then limestone soil in Valpolicella area, volcanic soil in Soave area. Today, it is a real pleasure for me to introduce a particular line of our wine. Today, we introduce Telos wine. Telos, it is the name of a recently experiment that we started in about 10 years ago. It means, Telos, it means goal. Our goal it is to produce a wine more naturally than traditional wine, and this line it is made without sulfite added, and recently we had a certification of vegan. So this year in 2020 we started the conversion in bio, then in 2023, we be certificate organic wine. So it is an evolution because when we started 25 years ago, it was normal to create the wine with a traditional method, but we wanted to create something different. And honestly, it's been a really nice experience. When we produce a wine without sulfite added, without chemical product, the result is really different. We have more extraction, aromatic, and in general with a different complexity aromatic. Really interesting. At the nose, really flavor, really intensive, and also the flavor is a really particular wine. Um, I'd like to introduce this particular wine. The Telos line are four wine, two white wine. One it is IGT from Veneto. It is a blend from Garganega or Garganega, depended, 80% and 20% Chardonnay. Chardonnay it is an international variety, give the wine more fruity. Garganega instead it is a variety not so aromatic, but give the wine the note of mineral. Both the white wine, then IGT Veneto and Pinot Grigio are made with stainless steel and not barrels. Telos il Bianco, the white. The white because at the end, when you taste this wine, it is really different than classic IGT Veneto. It is a fantastic because there is the note of medicinal herbs, wild mint, sage, rosemary, and note of citrus with a final of bitter almonds. The flavor are fresh, persistent, and there is a continuous evolving. It is a really nice wine, stainless steel, and it is a wine the people make in many situations. The people give me the question how long in the bottle this wine. In reality, it seems a wine to drink really in a short time, but I can say it is a wine aged for 6, 7, 8 years without a problem in the bottle. And it is a wine, when you open the bottle, we need to put this wine in the carafe or to open the bottle at least 1 hour, 2 hours before, because it is made in a reduction. Then to have this particular aroma, we need a really long time. Then we suggest always when you open the bottle to put the wine in the carafe. So the second wine, it is a Pinot Grigio. Pinot Grigio is a wine typical in Veneto region. It's one of the region where the production is really high. And in this case, we wanted to create a wine with a natural color, ramato. It seems a lighter rosé, and it is a really nice wine because we have white flowers like jasmine, or also note of citrus and pomegranate. This wine, when tasting the wine, at the end there is a finally note with a slight minerality. So also when you taste the wine, it is a wine really soft, and there is an enveloping support with a really nice seal. Pinot Grigio, then it is in general we wanted to wait at least 6 months. Then we started to sell this wine about 1 year after the harvest. And at the end we go in Valpolicella, the third wine, Valpolicella, and at the end Amarone. Valpolicella, it is one of the best area in historic area in Italy, and it is a blend of the grapes. In this case, are 3 minimum variety mandatory, like Corvina, Veronese, Corvinone, and Rondinella. But we can use a small quantity also of other variety, local variety, historically, like Ratina, Oseleta, 5%, 10%. Variety in generally, they say for improving the quality, like I don't know, color, tanning. In our case, the blend it is a 70% with Corvina and Corvinone together, 20% Rondinella. Rondinella, it is a nice variety because it gives the wine the note of flavor, like rose, violet. Corvina is give the wine note of soft, really pleasure to drink. Corvinone, bigger grapes give the wine more structure, but sometimes it's rustic. So we use also a small quantity of Croatina and Osereta. Croatina, it is really black, then improving the color. Osereta for the tannin. In this case, we have first wine, Rosso by Puricella. It is a late harvest. We pick up the grapes at the end, in January, of the harvest. Then it is a fresh grapes, not a ripasso method, not a passimento, dried method. Really fresh grapes, fermented in stainless steel and aged 1 year in the barrels. In this case, French oak, 500 liters, and all new. So at the end, we have a wine with a nice structure, about 14 degrees of alcohol, and with a note of a hint of cherry, red fruity, raspberry, licorice, and at the end, note of a black graffiti. It is a particular expression of this place with this soya. The wine is semi-dry, soft, and really fresh, savory. It is a fantastic wine for the dinner in January, and with a different dish, especially it's clear meat and pasta is typical in our case. So at the end we have Valpolicella Amarone. Abbiamo Amarone della Valpolicella. Amarone it is a wine made with a particular method. All the grapes dried for 3 months in a warehouse in open boxes. In general, we select the best grapes in the vineyards at the end of September, half September, and we put these open boxes in the warehouse. For regularment, stay there until Christmas time in January. We have the big ventilator, remove the air, then the water dried, evaporate, and there is a natural concentration of the juice. So in the Christmas time, we have in January a really nice concentration of sugar, and we press in the grapes. The fermentation, it is or in stainless steel, in this case, some particular crew of wine is fermented in the open barrels. So in this case, Telos Amarone, the fermentation it is in stainless steel. In generally 3 weeks, and the wine at the end of fermentation go in the barrels for 3 years. Then it is a wine at the end, typical expression of Amarone, but I like to say no classico Amarone. We are a younger producer, then it was easier for us to think something different, and we wanted to improve some characteristic of this particular wine. Hopefully, this wine it is considered a wine for cheese, for to drink at the end of dinner. Instead, for us, it was interesting to create a style of wine a little fresher, really clean, and with an expression of the fruity, not too jammy, too marmalade, no? Because it is normal when you produce a wine with this characteristic, with a dried method, to have a high concentration of sugar, and this style a little really jammy. In our case, we wanted to create a wine fresher. We'd like to pick up the grapes a little early in September, and we pressing the grapes also early than the past. So the result it is a wine interesting for to drink with a simple steak, meat, not only with the cheese or for meditation, like sometime it was normal to say. So at the end we have a wine when you taste the wine with a nice complexity and with some the note of a rather fruity, a little spicy, such as pepper, licorice, and cloves, and with a final with a black graffiti also in this case, because the soy this is the soy and this is the note we have. So this is the introduction of this wine, this research, our work. You know? We started in 10 years ago about with this experience, and today we are really satisfied with the result. Telos for us it is an idea for the future because it is a wine go in the way of where there is more sustainability, and at the end it is a new wine. Then it is a real pleasure to introduce for us this, and it's clear we need to start to promote this wine in many states all over the world, because we're looking the new importer, the new distributor in many places all over the world. Today we sell this wine more in Italy. It is our first market, but we need to promote this wine in Europe, especially, but also in US, North America. It is really open for us. So this is our introduction. Thank you very much for the attention, and enjoy.
Thank you, Armando. Thank you so much. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to book your one-to-one video call with Armando Castagnieri. Thank you again, and see you in the next webinars on Wine Fair. Viva il vino italiano, and bye-bye. Bye, Armando.
Vazon Group, the bridge between research and enology. We develop integrated, synergistic solutions to create new technologies, while always focusing on total wine quality improvement. Beginning with the concept of mild technology, our process philosophy for only creating subtle changes without altering the wine's original and natural characteristics. Throughout the years, we constantly expand and grow our portfolio of enological equipment and products, forever paying special attention to environmental sustainability and wine quality. In conjunction with the use of continually enhanced enological coadjuvants, we rely upon the creation and application of physical separation technique equipment, which we developed under the brand and company Douglas. 1988 Flotation. 1997 Tartaric stabilization by membrane. 2017 Bipolar membranes. A recent upgrade to the electrodialysis unit is the addition of brand new bipolar membranes for acidification and deacidification of musts and wines. Cationic or anionic membranes that enable the precise removal of ions in wine, directly impacting pH and preserving the wine's original organoleptic characteristics. Assisting winemakers around the world to create expressive wines with minimal but essential intervention, we indefinitely pursue the concept of precision enology.